Once you realize that the tax code was made for entrepreneurs and business owners, it wasn't made for employees, then you start to look at life completely different. Like even me and Troy, we went to Mexico a few months ago with our families, and it's a company retreat. It's not a vacation. Because we in Mexico and we talking about strategy, we planning, we filming content. So what's the difference between a company retreat and a vacation? One is a write-off, one isn't. So it's when you want to go to Miami, right? Instead of just going to Miami, putting it on your credit card and spending a bunch of money, why don't you actually have a company? Why don't you actually have some employees, your friends? Why don't you go? Why don't you have a lunch? Why don't you meet somebody? Why don't you attend an event? Now that actually becomes a company retreat. Now that becomes tax deductible. This whole thing is a game. You just got to understand it. But once you understand it, you realize that all of these things are made for entrepreneurs and investors. It's not made for employees. And as long as you have that employee mindset, you're never going to be able to reach the real value of wealth in this country, because you have to understand these laws were written by somebody. So they were written by people that want to take advantage of it. But of course, the minority is never going to look out for the majority. So the top people are going to make the laws for themselves, and they're educated. But the vast majority of people weren't educated, but now you are educated. So now that you have the information,